Come with us where the corn is popped and the throwback Thursdays never stop. It's a magical land not far away. All you have to do is just press play. So hop on the couch and close your eyes. Gonna party like it's 99. Join us, watch the movies of our lives with Blockbuster Wives.
Welcome to Blockbuster Wives, where your two favorite 90s babies talk about movies from the era of a certain blue and yellow video rental store. I'm your host with the most late fees, Shea Baby.
And this is Stacy, not always kind, but always rewinds. And you're listening to
Blockbuster Wives.
And it is March Madness, but the Blockbuster Wives way, which means it's Sandler Madness. Which Adam Sandler movie will win the bracket? We already decided that. Yeah.
Hi.
Yes, by the time y'all are hearing this, you will all know the results of our bracket shenanigans.
That's right.
Sandler Madness.
That is exactly right. Which we don't know yet.
Yeah, because we're like in a little bit of a time warp, baby. So we know the top four, but we don't know what's going to take all the marbles.
We also know the top two.
You're right. We do know the top two because we just got fresh off the basketball court.
We really did. Stacy whooped my fat ass.
And by that, she means I got one single more basket than she did after approximately 20,000 failed
That's
attempts.
all it fucking takes. You're basically a professional. You're a WNBA player, baby.
Soliciting an agent.
She's not a player. She just crushes a lot, okay? She crushes
Crush
me
some hoops.
under the weight of how fucking great she is at basketball.
And
I'm going to do that a lot
see,
this month.
how great we are, please go to our Instagram page and watch the entire video, which we recorded live.
Cheers.
Yes.
Period. That was really fun, though.
It was super fun.
See, Stacy and I, we like to get involved. In fact, I was just telling someone really quick about Stacy, my old podcast. It was called Banana Hands. We could get into that another time. But we had a 4D experience party. Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah.
I was retelling Becca that we had because she wasn't there. And I was like, yeah. And not only did we have like foods, we had like banana decor. We were dressed like bananas, but we also made it banana scented.
Which was harder than I thought.
So hard.
Because this was pre-Amazon having everything you needed in the world like the day before. Mm-hmm. So I had to go to a store and try to find banana-scented candles and wax melts.
Which was really difficult.
Was hard to find. But then at Walmart, I found like a banana cream pie one. And it was amazing, though, because the whole party smelled like bananas.
Everyone that walked in was like, are you fucking serious? And we're like, dun, 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 dun.
We're creating an immersive banana experience, bro.
And my whole point in bringing this up is that Stacy liked to stick our fingies in all the pies. We want to make sure we are more than involved and like want to get everybody excited. And we don't just want to have a podcast to talk to each other and spend more time together and like talk about movies. Like we want to be in the movies. We want to make movies. Like we're just
we're extra as fuck, I think is what
we're extra as fuck. I'm a Leo. We're both Leo.
No, Libra.
Yeah, but we also have our
we have Leo
Venuses.
I was like hearts.
Yeah.
Which is not right.
That's all yeah. No, you were right.
Leo,
we both have Leo Venuses, so that's how we show our passion, our love. Like we're very all about like doing the most big gestures.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Right?
Wow.
And the fact that she and I are both Leo Venuses, that's how we show each other love. That's how we show like everyone that we love, everything that we love. We're just very passionate and like I said, big grand gestures and
taking it to the max.
Yeah, for like being like the most extra fucking bitches in the entire world. And I wouldn't have it any other way, TBH.
Right, and we're living life to the fullest. That's for damn sure.
That is for damn sure.
But we played basketball. We should probably clarify this.
Yes,
because in the midst of you all, the viewers, voting on the brackets and who's going to win which matchup, we had a tie.
Yeah.
Which I was like, what are the odds?
You know what? I had a feeling. You and we talked about it because we were like, in the off chance that there is a 50-50, and I was like, I think there will be. Especially about those two.
Because we did have quite a few votes. Like, we had a lot of people voting. So I didn't think that it would be a tie. Yeah. And so we thought a tie might be coming, and I was like, all right, we'll close the voting at 9:30. We were still at a tie. Yeah. And I went to my Instagram page, and I was like, hey, like, vote in this because we're, like, really close.
Mm-hmm.
And we closed the voting at 9:30. At 9:28, there was not a tie. At 9:29, it was back to a tie.
Yep.
And I couldn't believe it.
I know.
was like, wow.
I saw that same thing. I was in the bath watching from, the greatest place in the world as it all unfolded. And I was like, no fucking way. And it was a 50-50. And I hit up Stacy and I was like, I guess do we vote? Because we hadn't voted this whole entire time for any of the movies because we just wanted it to be like super even Steven, super fair.
Like viewers only.
But we decided early on, like, okay, if there is a tie, then you and I can be the tiebreaker. But what I knew in my heart, I was like, she's going to go for Billy Mads and I'm going to go for Big Daddy. So it'll still be even Steven. So we have to do something else.
And then we were texting about it the night before, and I was like, maybe we'll have my dog Rumi pick. I don't know. We'll figure out something.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to bed. And then I swear my little monkey mind was working on this all night in my sleep because I awoke and I was like, we should play basketball.
In a cold sweat.
Yes. And I was like, dun, dun, dun. Because as you all will soon learn if you don't already know, Adam Sandler loves basketball.
Like fucking loves basketball.
It's his thing. He loves the outfits. He's constantly wearing basketball shorts.
Like on red carpets and late night shows.
If he can possibly force basketball to be a part of a movie, he will do it.
In almost every movie there is either someone's holding a basketball, he's playing basketball, he has to make a free throw for some reason,
watching basketball on TV.
Yeah, in every fucking movie for the most part.
The man loves basketball. And that's actually something I'm excited for in Sandler month, is to like explore the Adam Sandler themes and like recurring tropes in his movies.
That's a great call. Well, we all know that he has a recurring cast. He's like the Ryan Murphy of 90s and early 2000s comedies.
Wait, who's Ryan Murphy?
Ryan Murphy is the creator of not only Glee, but also the American Horror Story franchise. And he repeats the same actors in like almost every one of the iterations.
I think the Coen brothers do that to a certain extent. Like, I feel like a lot of directors, once they know they vibe with somebody and Tim Burton. Know they're good actors, they're like, you can play this part.
Yep, that's true. And you know what? I think I love that. Yeah.
Especially for Adam Sandler movies, I think part of their appeal is that like you don't have to think very hard. You know they're going to be fun and funny. Yep. And I think the recurring cast also provides some comfort because you're like, oh, these people, I know them. I like them. Yeah,
and you're kind of like waiting for Rob Schneider. You're waiting for, what's his name?
Which is the theory about why women love romance novels so much, is because like people will insult them and say, oh, they're predictable, like it's a bad thing. Yeah. What people don't understand is sometimes people, particularly of the feminine persuasion, sometimes we just need a little bit of comfort, a little bit of predictability, and a little bit of like, at least there'll be a good ending.
Exactly. A good balance of like excitement and something new, but also just that like you said, that comfort. It's why I watch the same movies and fucking TV shows over and over again. It's comforting. It's safe. I know that there's not going to be a fucking jump scare, or if there is one, I know when it's at. You know, one of that old chestnut. Soothing. Yeah, it is.
And if you want to escape from the world a little bit, that's nice.
So basically, what we're saying is, if you're into super, like, women-based romantic novels / comedies, then you would love Adam Sandler. Period. That's it. But, I mean, in all reality, is there anybody listening who has not seen an Adam Sandler movie? Is there an American on this planet who has not seen an Adam Sandler movie? I highly doubt it. I really do. Because first of all, there's so many. There were so many even just in the time frame that we chose for our bracket, right? Yes. Yeah, and so we were able to choose a full bracket of 16, like a classic March Madness bracket, of movies starring Adam Sandler. Not even like, oh, he's just in it for a little bit. Yeah. He is the main guy. Oh, yeah. In 16 movies from 1990 to 2010. And those weren't even all the movies from that era. Like, we had to make kind of like a cut. Yeah, there's a couple where we're like, it's not going to make it. Yep. And then there was even more beyond that era, like so many more beyond that era that we couldn't even, because if you guys don't know, if you're new, we only review movies from 1990 to 2010. Because that is when Blockbuster was booming. Specifically for us as well. So, yeah. he just has such a large library that if someone was just like, oh, I've never seen one Adam Sandler, I would be legitimately shocked.
Yeah,
and
if that
horrified.
is you, again, please message us. Let us know. This is like the Shrek phenomenon. And we did find somebody.
It was one person, right?
People.
Or maybe two?
There's a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we still need to like, maybe in our gearing up for our next Shrek Fest, we can like have an interview with someone watching Shrek for the first time.
Ooh, that'd be really cool.
But yeah, if you've never seen an Adam Sandler movie, please do email us at blockbusterwives@gmail.com. We want to know what your deal is.
Yeah, we really, really do. And honestly, it would be our honor to help and facilitate. You know, we could make a recommendation of whatever kind. We could talk to you about what's going on in your life, why you haven't decided to watch a Sandler movie, or if it's like a swift, like, no, this is a legitimate, intentional decision.
Like Shea's decision to not watch the Avatar movies.
Right, which if you need to know more about that, when did we talk about it? Do you remember?
For Titanic.
Titanic, yes.
Yeah,
listen to our Titanic
James
episode.
Cameron related content. Head on over to the Titanic episode.
Yeah, which honestly is our most poppin' episode.
One of them.
I think it might be the most listened to.
No, Shrek is.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Shrek, then Titanic. Makes sense.
Two sides of the same coin, really.
Honestly, just flip the coin. They're right on top of each other. It's a whole thing. Anyway.
Sometimes I get them confused.
Yeah, really. Water, people kicking people out of places, nature specifically. Okay, anyways. And both are based on a true story. So.
Absolutely. Tragic tales.
Honestly. Okay, so if you guys want to take a look at the bracket and all that good stuff, we have a whole highlight on our Instagram, so feel free to look at that. But we did come up with a final four that we know right now, and those are the movies that we're going to be reviewing this month. Should we tell them what they are?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so we were trying to decide, okay, in what order should we do this? And I just said, you know what? We should just do it alphabetical. Let's just make it real easy for ourselves.
Fair.
So we're starting off with Big Daddy, baby.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. Then we're going Billy Madison.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
I was like, where's that?
The alphabet is hard.
The alphabet is hard.
And then
Happy Gilmore, and then The Wedding Singer, baby.
Close it out. That is such a good 4-pack of Sandler movies.
It's a fantastic lineup. Now, if you're new, you may not know, again, we have already covered Billy Madison.
Yeah, so we'll do like a little re-release. Maybe we'll do a little intro at the beginning. I don't know. But if you haven't listened to it, you're going to hear it. And if you have, listen again.
Honestly.
Revisit it now that you're older and wiser and have participated in Sandler Madness.
Yeah, now that, well, for most of you that are listening, this is the, 33rd episode?
Yeah, and actually, that's only our numbered episodes because we don't number our bonus episodes.
Right.
So it's even more.
Yeah, we have even more. But out of the ones that are, for everyone to hear, there's 33. So, and Billy Madison, I believe, was our third?
I think it was our 8th because I just sent it to somebody today.
I keep getting everything wrong that I'm saying.
I'm like 90% sure.
Titanic was our number one. And then it's not.
I just sent it to somebody.
Yeah, I'm looking too.
Yeah, episode 8.
8, okay.
So it's at the beginning.
So it's very early on. It's in like the first third of like our whole library. So, we've gotten a little bit more juice since then. We have a couple additions since that
we've
time.
added some segments.
That's right. Like, certain theme songs, et cetera, et cetera. So.
But we still got your favorites like Corporate Bullshit, which I can dive into right now. Or do we want to do a little synopsis before Corporate Bullshit?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, the basic gist of Billy Madison, not Billy Madison, that's not what we're talking about. The basic gist
it's on your head.
Of Big
it's on
Daddy
your mind, girl.
Is that Adam Sandler plays a 30-something shiftless, lazy guy just living off the proceeds of a settlement, even though he went to law school, and his girlfriend's getting fed up with it.
Yeah.
And so she kind of tells him, like, I'm on my way out, you kind of suck, and he's like, how am I gonna get her back? And then his homie's kid, like love child that he didn't know about, shows up on his doorstep. Mm-hmm. But his friend's in China. So then Sonny Koufax, Adam Sandler, has the brilliant idea of, I'll just take care of this kid to show my lady that I'm responsible, and she'll totally dig it.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Nothing.
and then all hell breaks loose.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, it's actually a pretty chill movie.
It's sad.
It is pretty sad. It wasn't as sad as I remember.
I cried like 4 times.
I did not cry once.
I cried 4 times watching it.
Really?
But yes. And I think that's why it's top 2 favorites for me of his movies.
See, I thought it was I thought they like went for the jugular more for the sadness level. But in watching it again, I was like, they really don't let you linger in the sadness very long. Like
No.
they'll do a joke, they'll like cut, they'll like do something.
That's true. But my fucking crybaby ass, I'm like, even there's a part, we don't have to dive into it yet, but there's a part, like the first part that made me cry also made me laugh right after because I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
I can't wait to hear all about all your crybaby moments. I'm stoked.
All right, are we ready for corporate bullshit?
I think we're ready.
All right.
Corporate bullshit. Some bullshit.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Corporate bullshit for Big Daddy. This film came out June 25th, so our birthday month, of 1999.
Dang.
So we had just turned 8.
Why did I think it was released earlier than that for some reason?
Really? I thought it was released later. I thought we were a little bit older.
Oh. Yeah, I thought it was like 96 or 97 for some reason. I don't know why.
So we were 8 years old. Adam Sandler was like, I think 31 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It was directed by Dennis Dugan, who is an iconic, prolific Sandler director. He directed Happy Gilmore, The Benchwarmers, I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, You Don't Mess with the Zohan, Grown Ups, Jack and Jill, Grown Ups 2.
God damn.
But he doesn't always get the recognition he deserves because for this very movie, he was nominated for a Golden Raspberry Award, which are the awards for like the worst movies.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
It's such a good movie.
And Adam Sandler won the Razzie for Worst Actor for this movie.
What?
I know.
He does great in this fucking movie.
I thought so.
Okay, bro, I honestly think there is like some sort of conspiracy about people hating on him in his movies and they don't give a fuck. And it's like, what's that term I'm thinking of where people don't care about the facts that are coming in, but like they just have a certain mindset?
It starts
with a C, right?
Confirmation bias or cognitive dissonance.
Cognitive dissonance. Exactly.
Well, cognitive dissonance is where you hold 2 opposite ideas, but then you resolve them by like just choosing to believe in one or the other.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I always thought cognitive dissonance was like you have an idea in your mind and no matter how much evidence gets thrown at you.
That's confirmation bias.
Okay, perfect. Then it was confirmation bias. Okay, yeah. Confirmation bias. They don't give a fuck. And they're just like, no, he sucks and he's silly and he was on SNL and who cares? And it's like, no, dude, he's actually a really fucking amazing character actor. Like,
I thought his acting was great in this. I was very puzzled.
Yeah.
No, I think the Razzies had it kind of out for Adam Sandler.
Yes.
They've nominated him and this director for like so many Razzies.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. And wasn't he in the movie?
Oh, I don't know.
For some reason, I'm thinking that he plays that dude on Halloween where like Adam like goes into his house.
You know, that might be him.
For some reason, I feel like that was like a fact
Look,
that
Dennis Dugan in Big... I mean, it's all going to come up with him being the director. I think that is him, looking at his picture. I think you're absolutely
Can I see it?
right. Yeah, that is him.
God, yes. Oh,
Nailed it.
fuck yeah. That's all I know
Yeah.
about him.
But I was like, wow, that's pretty harsh for the Razzies.
No, that's complete fucking trash, and he's great in this movie. I'm also so biased though, because it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Well, apparently our listeners too made it to the Final Four.
Yeah,
Almost to the final two.
I think it's one of my favorites because not only is it funny, but it is a tearjerker. It like makes me cry specifically. It's so sweet. So anyway,
It stars Adam Sandler as Sonny, Christy Swanson as his girlfriend,
cute.
as the girlfriend Vanessa.
She's hot.
Yeah, she really is. Cole and Dylan Sprouse as Julian,
Hell
who would
yeah.
later go on to star in The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
That's right.
And now one of the brothers has like just kind of gotten a regular job and is like, oh, I'm not into Hollywood.
Yep.
The other one posted the most hilarious prank on Instagram ever.
Really?
He like photoshopped his ass to be like super huge and like a little in like a little mirror selfie.
Yeah. I
And
think
it
I've
was
seen this.
hysterical, and everyone's like, "Oh my god," because they thought it was real, maybe, and it was like a fatty.
Yeah, one of them went to like art school or something.
Yeah.
Was it him? I wonder if it was
I
him.
wonder if it was him, but then he admitted, he's like, it's Photoshop.
That is so
But
fucking
it's
funny.
an amazing prank.
They seem like cuties.
They do. They
Yeah.
are so cute in this movie.
They are.
So
And you know
adorable.
what? Can you tell the difference between them?
No, and they say that they can't even tell the difference.
I can.
Really? What's the difference?
I can just tell, like, if it's a certain scene, I'm just like, boom, I know that's it. That's the other one.
The other one.
There's one that is shown more. Okay, in more of the like mischievous scenes, that's one of the twins, and then the other one plays most of the other scenes.
Shay, how do you know he's not just an amazing actor and they're able to do both?
I can tell the difference in their face.
Oh, okay.
I swear to God.
All right, they say they can, but
well, I can't. Maybe that's like that's like how I'm a savant is like the stupidest shit.
We have to see Jon Stewart in this movie as his friend Kevin / the kid's real dad.
Yeah.
And you have Leslie Mann in an early role as Jon Stewart's girlfriend. And then you have,
Corinne.
of course, Rob Schneider as his bestie / delivery man.
What's his name, like Nazo or some shit?
Character in Friendship.
He's so fucking funny.
Yeah, that's basically Oh wait, sorry. Joey Laurie Adams is the love interest.
She's really cute.
Yeah, Layla.
I love Layla, and her voice is like the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Sonny, I'm not ready for this.
I feel like she like has almost like her jaw wired shut.
It's very little movement. Sonny, I didn't sign up for this. This is too much for me.
I'm like, she plays like, I wrote a note about
like,
this
you're
actually.
You're a lawyer, bitch? I feel like they're going to walk all over you.
I literally wrote, she's the coyest character of all time. And that's the only note that I have where I'm annoyed with the movie. Because literally all of her lines are like,
maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see. Hey, I don't know.
And I'm like,
she's
dude.
Basically a blank ass piece of paper.
Yeah, I'm like, and he's like, all I'm doing is thinking about you all the time. Is that the same for you? I'm like, what? I don't know why I did his voice like that. Why are you obsessed with her? Yeah. Like, she's so gorgeous and she's so cute.
I have to work. I'm really excited about working.
And I'm like, and?
I'm like, I don't believe that you're a lawyer. I don't believe that you like him. I don't buy any of this.
That's what I'm saying. She's like, she's just like,
I don't know. Like, we'll see.
I'm like, dude, have a little fucking oomph.
And it's not the actor's fault.
No.
Like, the script, I mean, and this is a problem we have a lot of movies from this time.
Yeah.
Women are written very one-dimensionally, and they don't really have an inner life, and they're just kind of there to further the dude's plot.
Yeah. And the dudes are like, I'm obsessed with her. And it's like, what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That happens in so many 90s movies. Like, I'm in love, bro. And it's like, from talking to her once?
Yeah, from going to the park and tricking her into a date, basically? Like, what?
And then she's like, oh, you two got him to ask me out a date.
Like, oh my God.
That's so cheap, hee hee.
I'm like, bro.
She just falls for it.
And then fucking listening to the Bee Gees a second later in his apartment. Shut up. Anyway.
The movie is 93 minutes long, which is a great length. Like,
that's a perfect length.
Bullshit.
Perfect length.
It's a great length. The budget was a measly $34 million, which is like,
pocket change.
Nothing compared to some of the other budgets we've seen.
No.
And it boxed $234 million.
Holy
shit.
shit.
Blockbuster. Take that, Razzies.
That's like 7 times the amount, no?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
And then critics didn't like it. Unsurprisingly.
Shut up.
Got a 39% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, but a 74% audience score.
39?
39.
Why?
Wait till you hear how many stars Ebert gave it.
I know he hated it.
He did not.
I know. I hate.
He gave it 1.5 stars, which
Are
is
you
pretty
fucking
bad.
kidding me?
And you want me to read you a quote from it?
Sure. I'm going to be so annoyed.
You're going to throw something. Big Daddy is a film about a seriously disturbed slacker who adopts a 5-year-old and tutors him in cynicism, cruel practical jokes, and antisocial behavior.
At the beginning?
I do think he ignores the second half. But then he goes on and says, we're supposed to think it would be nice if Sonny could win custody of little Julian. I think it would be a tragedy. If the kid turns out like Sonny, he's probably looking at a prison time or heavy-duty community service.
Chill. What the fuck, dude?
Here's the thing. For the first half of the movie, I don't disagree. But he's ignoring the big turn in the second half. Shay is like taking deep breaths. She is like heated.
I'm frustrated, and we're drinking the Hukuju, so I'm getting a little
ceremonial drink.
Yeah, it's a ceremonial drink for us. I am heated. I'm heated because like, and I understand why people would say like, no, he's like not a good role model. But honestly, I think he is because he's teaching Julian to be himself, and he's teaching him to be like free and to have it to express himself. And yeah, there's like a couple parts like pee on whatever building you want and like throw sticks so people will fall and hurt themselves. Like
I think the worst is the robbery of the man on Halloween.
I hate that I think that part is hot. So it's,
but if that really happened,
yeah, that'd be fucked.
It would be chilling.
Absolutely.
It would be a story that they tell when they're in prison.
1000. And I hate like there's the part where he does like basically force this dude to give him like a Rolex or whatever.
He fully breaks into his house.
Fully breaks into his fucking crib, and then he's like, be more prepared next year, pal. And then he like closes his door and he like does this nod thing, and I'm just like, he's so hot, dude, like so hot. And I hate that. I'm like,
a bad boy.
I'm like, oh, you are my big daddy. Anyways. But
despite these bad reviews, Nathan Rabin, I don't know how you say it, from the AV Club, noted film critic, called it Sandler's best movie. And Blockbuster Entertainment Awards gave Adam Sandler Best Comedic Actor. It also got Best Movie at the Kids' Choice Awards.
Period.
And a little fun fact that I found while I was doing corporate bullshit is Sandler didn't actually have kids of his own until 7 years after this movie. So he was kind of just like acting out being a dad, and I think he did great.
He did do great. He like his instincts with children are really sweet, you know. He must have had like nieces and nephews at this point, I bet.
Because did you notice his wife was in it briefly?
But were they married at that time, or did
I feel like
I heard that they met on that set, but I could be wrong. But that would be really cute.
That'd be really cute,
especially because she has she's just like, what you watching, who are you rooting for, cutie? Like, she's so pretty.
She really is.
I'm like, wow. But
that's corporate bullshit.
Hell yeah, you did a great job, my wife.
Thanks.
Okay, let's get to the notes, shall we?
Yeah. So I did note that some Sandler themes in this movie are, where'd it go? Oh, lawyers? I feel like there's many lawyers in his movies.
I wrote that down
law
too.
Themes.
I wrote that down too. I was like, damn, he's really like, I wonder if he like grew up around a lot of lawyers or something.
I looked it up and no.
Really?
Not that I can see.
That's interesting. Yeah, because he like definitely weaves them in to a lot of the themes in his movies.
Yeah. Injured feet. He has an injured foot in this movie. He also has an injured foot in Mr. Deeds.
Mr. Deeds.
I thought that was weird. I never noticed that.
And isn't there one in I mean, I haven't seen Happy Gilmore, but isn't there someone like limping in that movie too or something? I
think you're thinking of Chubbs, who's missing a hand.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, my bad. And
then the last Sandler theme I clocked was wetting the bed, or like just urine. Because Waterboy, he wets the bed, right?
Yeah. And it shows the sheet where he wet the bed, and same with this movie.
Yeah. And then peeing your pants and Billy Madison.
Maybe he's just like, these things are inherently funny.
So those are the Sandler themes that I observed in Big Daddy. And, of course, the obvious ones like being a big dumb kid who won't grow up.
True. I wonder if there's any like truth in that for himself. Like, I wonder if he feels that way about himself, and that's why he always brings it up.
I imagine he must, because he was pretty young when he got to SNL, right?
Very.
A little Arrested Development, maybe.
Yeah, I think he was the youngest at that point, and then I think after him it was Pete Davidson. And they're both from like, I don't know if they're from this, I don't think they're from the same city.
Oh, like New Hampshire?
Right.
Huh.
No, they're not, because Pete Davidson is from New York. But for some reason I always think Syracuse for Adam Sandler, but I think you're right. He is from New Hampshire.
I think he's like somewhere in New Hampshire. He's very New England though.
Yeah, he always brings up Syracuse like all the fucking time.
Maybe that was like the team he grew up rooting for.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, they're both like East Coast boys. They both joined SNL super fucking young. So
okay, anyway. Did you think that the transitions at the beginning were like kind of weird and eerie?
Dude, I'm loving that you brought that up, because I literally wrote a note that said also, they never explain the one shot they have of him sleeping on a boat in the middle of nowhere, like on like a lake or something, and like it's never explained. He's never in a boat again. Like,
in this shot style, it's like very haunting. So like his dad calls him, and you don't like see anything, you just hear the ringing, and he's like, Sonny, and then it shows Sonny in bed, and then his dad's like, what are you doing? And then it alternates between like scenes of Sonny like doing nothing, but there's no music.
Right.
And there's like a weird fade in, fade out, and it's almost like haunting.
Well, there is a song. It's by Farside.
Oh, okay.
but it's like it's not, it's like don't,
Okay.
but it is very odd.
I don't know. I was like, this is weird. Like, if I didn't know this was Big Daddy, I would think like he was like a hitman or like,
I know,
something like sinister.
Yeah, like I'm glad that you brought that up, because I never noticed until, you know, when we're watching the movies with the intention of talking about it on here, I feel like I'm just like zoned in and I'm paying like super close attention, like more attention than usual, and I've never seen that scene and thought twice about it ever.
And they don't really ever revisit that style. They do like a little montage at the end, but it's not the same. So like this weird shot style, just like it never repeats itself.
Right.
It's really weird.
It is so weird, and I'm glad that you brought that up, because I was thinking the same thing this time, and I was like, why the fuck did I never think twice about this ever? But it's so weird. Like the boat thing killed me, because I was like, it is never brought up again.
No. And
you don't even see him in the boat. You see like a man on his side with like a jacket over himself.
That's why it looks like he looks like a killer or something.
Or he looks like he's dead.
Right, or like he's flashing back and remembering like weird shit he did.
It is so weird. It makes no sense. And I guess they're just trying to like highlight the fact that he is just kind of like a free spirit and does whatever the fuck he wants and doesn't really have like a whole lot of responsibilities, but
he's got a lot of free time.
It's like a weird thing to point towards.
Absolutely.
Especially because it's never brought up ever fucking again. So anyway, you're so right. I also wrote, the best people still watch cartoons and eat cereal. I wrote that. Right. And there's one of the scenes or one of the clips in that like montage is him like eating cereal while watching cartoons, and he's like cracking up. And I wrote, what's your favorite cereal? Because I don't think I know this about you.
I'm not a huge cereal fan.
Yeah.
I don't like love milk.
Yeah. Is that honeycomb? Why am I thinking that for you?
I feel like I love a few cereals equally. I don't have like a favorite, but like I'll get down on some Reese's Puffs.
Yeah.
I'll get down on some honeycomb, whatever the fuck.
I thought that about you, honeycomb.
I'll get down on some Cocoa Puffs. Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops. I kind of like all of these, but I don't really crave cereal. I think I'd rather have I'm also not like a big sweet person.
That's true.
Like I'd much rather have like a bunch of crackers or chips than cereal.
Cheese. Yeah.
Exactly. Like I'm not so much of a sugar fiend.
Yeah, that's true. I am.
Yeah, I feel like if you have a sweet tooth, cereal's great because you get to eat a lot of it and it's like crunchy and you're getting all the sugar.
Yeah, you're getting like the texture, which is what I love, because not only are you getting like the crunchy, but you're also getting a little bit of softness too. I also love milk. Like, I don't drink it a lot, and I actually don't eat cereal a lot either, but you know what, you guys, if you guys don't know, I'm a fucking stoner AF, and when I'm like super high, I think the thing that I crave the most is absolutely cereal, and I don't eat it like ever.
Yeah.
But I should.
It's just your little high food.
And my favorite is probably Crunch Berries.
Wait, what are Crunch Berries?
Captain Crunch. But
where it's like, oops, just the berries.
But not that. It's the Captain Crunch, and then they have like the berries in them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So good. They're so fucking good.
Because you can get Captain Crunch just pure yellow pieces, right?
Yeah.
And then you get Captain Crunch with berries.
Yep.
And then you get Captain Crunch, oops, all berries.
Yep.
Okay. I think
you get this.
I think I understand the landscape now.
And also, a cereal that I grew up eating a lot back home was Frosted Cheerios.
Oh, I've had Frosted Cheerios.
Which are so good. And I feel like I haven't had those in a long time. And also lately, I like to go to the gas station in the morning before work. It's just like a nice little tradition. It's a treat myself sort of thing. So I get like either an energy drink or a juice or something like that. Usually taquitos from 7-Eleven, because gotta do that. But one day I was having a sweet tooth and I was like, I wonder what I'm going to get. And they have these jumbo Fruit Loops that are like this big.
Oh, I've seen those.
They are so good.
I bet that's really satisfying to crunch.
It is. Yeah. Even just dry, they're so good. So I bought a 12-pack at Target. Shit is lit. Changed my whole fucking life.
A 12-pack of like smaller bags? Okay, gotcha. And they're designed to be like eaten like a bag of chips, right? Okay, so no milk needed.
Nope, but you know what? If you bought like a little carton of milk, you could totally do that. which I might do one of these days. But right now, just eating
fuck
them.
around and find out.
Yeah, I will, and it'll be fucking great. And they have other ones too, like they have Apple Jacks and shit.
Oh, Apple Jacks I liked. I also liked Oreos, but I don't even know if that's a cereal anymore.
Like the or not the Oreos.
Basically like Cheerios, like, but they were chocolate, and then they'd have like little like white spots that were supposed to be like the cream.
I imagine them in my mind. I feel like I've seen them, but I've never tried them, and I want to try them.
I'm happy they're still around because I like those a lot.
Oh, that sounds so good. Damn, I really want cereal now.
And we'll like buy cereal. We don't eat it. It literally just slowly goes stale, and I'm like, why don't we buy this?
Do you have any cereal right now?
Yeah.
Can I have some when we go downstairs?
Yeah.
Fucking sick. Okay.
And I have milk.
Anyways, we gotta cut this episode short because I gotta go, you guys. Emergency ending. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I also wrote the lawyer thing. I was like, it's a very lawyer heavy movie, and lawyers are brought up a lot in his movies for sure.
Yeah, maybe he's like always secretly wanted to be a lawyer, thought they were fascinating or something.
Maybe. But the whole time I was thinking of you because I was like, I'm sure she thinks this is wrong. I'm sure she's gonna say that.
Oh yeah, I have many thoughts on the final scene.
I can't wait to hear like the courts.
Yeah.
Like, I know she's gonna think this is all wrong.
I have some critiques for the legal strategy they used.
I also wrote that I love in different series like TV shows, movies, there's like a regular place that they order food from. Mm-hmm. So like I wrote this place, like his place was Cozy's. That's where his bestie, I think his name is Noza or Nozu or whatever his best friend's name is, works for there, and it's Cozy's. But like Boy Meets World has Chubby's, Seinfeld has fucking Monks. Like I just feel like, I don't know.
And I like when there's like pop-up stores to like recreate it. Like Gilmore Girls had a pop-up version of their coffee shop that I went to.
Luke's, yeah. Oh, you went there?
I did. I didn't really like. I hadn't seen any episodes of the show at that point, so I was just like along for the ride.
Oh my god, I'm jelly.
But it was very cute. Just they had the cups, and everyone was very excited.
That's one of my, you guys, that's the show. I think that and Seinfeld I've watched them, and Sex and the City I've watched the most in my life. That's so cool.
Mine's SpongeBob and Bob's Burgers.
Hell yeah. I really haven't watched SpongeBob enough, and I feel like one day you and I just need to have a SpongeBob day.
It's the best. The first few seasons in particular, gold.
Yeah, I think the first season I've watched, maybe the first and second season I've watched every episode, and after that it's like,
yeah, and then at some point like they changed the voice actor, they changed the animation style, and it's like not as funny.
Oh, they changed the voice actor?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn, that sucks. Anyway, well.
But in the beginning, I was cracking up that he just straight up turns off his girlfriend's alarm clock.
Bro, I know. That's fucked up.
I was like, you are fucked up. And he's like, I thought you needed more sleep. And she's like, excuse me, I have to meet somebody.
Yeah, she's like, I had fucking plans, you asshole.
Yes, I was like, wow.
That is really fucked up. If someone did that to me, I'd be so fucking mad.
And that's kind of what like causes her to spiral and break up with him. And I'm like, valid.
Yeah, although they weren't technically broken up.
True.
She was just like, I need some time to think, and so do you.
They were on a break. Classic Friends dilemma.
Which, aren't Dylan and Cole Sprouse, weren't they in Friends too?
Ooh, I'm not a big Friends head, so
I'm not either. I've honestly never watched an episode of Friends.
I've seen probably like 10 episodes.
Yeah, I feel like they played I think they played someone's kid in that show when they were like, I think that was right before this movie came out.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So that's another tie that they
had. But
anyway.
I get where she's like, we're taking a break. I'm fucking mad at you. Goodbye.
Yeah. Fuck you. I'd be pissed too. Leslie Mann is also so cute in this movie.
Yeah. Well, and is it Leslie Mann or his girlfriend who's like, get a real job, and then shows him at the toll booth, and I'm like, that is a real job, you bitch.
Yeah, it's I think, well, I don't know. There's a running joke that's like, get a job, get a real job, but
like, doesn't he have a job? I guess he doesn't seem to have a lot of days off.
Yeah, he only works one day a week.
Which sweet gig.
Is fucking sick.
And honestly, if you could live off of a $200,000 settlement for a few years, you know, I mean, I think the movie kind of makes it seem like he's been doing this for years, which I'm like, okay, 200,000 couldn't get you that far.
No.
Oh, but he invested in the stock market.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
That's true. So I'm like, what's wrong with that?
There isn't anything wrong with that. Nothing. And the first person that says that there's nothing wrong with that is Corinne, the girl that he has a crush on.
Yeah.
Or not Corinne.
That was like Layla, right?
Layla, yeah.
Corinne is Leslie Mann.
Yeah, that's her. That's Layla's sister.
Mm-hmm.
So Layla's like, no, I think it's cool that you only work 1 day a week. That's awesome. And I'm like, fuck yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Be more supportive.
Yeah, don't let capitalism get its little dirty claws in you.
Fucking idiots. Also, I need to say, I fucking love how positive they are about the gays in this movie.
Yeah, it was like somebody makes like a face when the 2 gay lawyers make out, and I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no. But then Adam Sandler's like, what's wrong?
Yeah, he's like, they're gay, that's what they do.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he's like, what are you doing after this, going to a Klan meeting? And I'm like, haha.
Yeah, yes! I did like it. And I do think he made, like, or whoever wrote this movie or whatever, like, tried to make it a point to be like, we're gonna be very accepting of the gay characters.
Yeah, like multiple times he's just like, who gives a shit? Like, like there are multiple conversations where it's like, was that weird for you? And he's like, no, because nothing changed except they watch a different porn. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, and they're like really cute and sweet and like supportive of each other.
Yeah, they're very loving, and they're not really like stereotypical, which is cool because I think especially at that time there was a lot of like, I mean, obviously like gay bashing and making fun of gay people who are like flamboyant and shit and kind of overplaying it in order to like see them as smaller.
Right. And
so
like all camp and no like substance.
Right, exactly. Like not based on any form of actual reality and just doing it like a caricature of a gay person. And I think this was cool because it was just 2 dudes that were in love. And it's like, yeah, that's how it is, bruh. Big Boobs McGee. Lol, people have called me that my entire life.
Well, I do think it's just like kind of a funny scene because like, so when you watch the movie, Adam Sandler goes to his friend's surprise party, which is at his house. He doesn't know about it.
Right.
And so he walks in and he sees all these people and he's like, what the fuck's going on? And they're like, oh man, we weren't supposed to surprise you. We were supposed to surprise your roommate.
Yeah.
But then they're all like talking and distracted so that when the roommate comes in, everyone's like, oh, hi, surprise.
Oh, surprise.
Yeah. And so Leslie Mann's like pissed because she's like, I put so much work into this party and we wasted the surprise on Sonny. And I'm kind of like, I get her point.
But they blame him.
But she also didn't tell him.
Right.
Where it's like, maybe if you told him, he would. But then she's like, you would have ruined it, which he might have.
Yeah, he probably would have. He would have been like, oh, by the way, your girlfriend is.
I'm like, I get why she's mad because it's like, you kind of did ruin the surprise.
Yeah.
But.
Unknowingly.
You gotta tell him.
Yeah.
It is his house.
Totally.
But he was supposed to be somewhere else or something. Because she seemed surprised to see him at all.
Well, maybe he was supposed to be with his girl.
Yeah, or something like that.
But
yeah,
they went on a break that
morning. We wasted the good surprise on you. I was like, well, you kind of did, but.
I would be pissed too, but I would also, it is also like, well, it's not he didn't know.
Yeah, he's literally just going to his house.
Yeah, he's literally like, okay, well, I guess I'm going back home.
So yeah, I was like, oh, like I'm mad at her. But then you find out that like her and Sandler's entire relationship is him making fun of her for working at Hooters like years ago.
Yeah, to get her, which who cares either way for whatever reason someone is working there. But she was literally working there to get herself through fucking medical school. And he's like shitting on her.
And he's literally reducing her to a Hooters girl any chance he can get.
Oh, like every scene.
And I'm
with
like,
her.
wow, this bitch is a doctor and all you can talk about is how she once worked at Hooters. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And you like say it like an insult.
Yeah, it's like that's literally all you have on her.
Yes.
Which is so lame.
And it was so lame. I was like, this is not funny.
And even his roommate, which is her fiance, was like, so from now on, Dr. Big Boobs McGee. Yeah. I'm like, bro, at least be like, don't fucking call my girl that,
he's like
dog.
kind of like sticking up for her, but not really.
Yeah, he's just like, just from now on, just. And you think he's gonna like throw down the fucking gauntlet, and he's just like, Dr. Big Boobs McGee.
Like,
I'm like, no, you got so close. Also, there's a fucking actually I skipped a scene here, so never mind. But the next morning is when Julian shows up, the little kid.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with him until roommate gets back, because roommate was going to China for some case because he's a lawyer, right?
Yeah, he was going to go do a big trial. He's, like, on his way to the plane. Adam Sandler calls him and is like, hey, this person's saying that this is your kid. Like, he just showed up on the doorstep. And Jon Stewart at the time is like, no, I don't have a kid. I don't know what's going on. I should come home. And Adam Sandler's like, no, go to China. I'll figure it out.
Which is wild.
And so he tries to call social services to give the kid back, but it's Columbus Day, so they're closed. Yep. And so he's like, oh, God, I have to, like, keep this kid overnight. And we'll see what the fuck happens.
Yep. So he's just like, well, I guess we're just like hanging out for the day. So they like go
watch people fall down at Central Park.
Yep, that's the first thing they do. And then he takes him to a bar to watch a game, I think a Jets game.
But he does put a stick in the ground to make the roller skater fall, which could like straight up kill them.
Straight up, yeah.
Not good.
Like maim.
Not good to show a kid.
No, not at all. Like, I get why people would think that's funny. It's not. It's not cool to like intentionally hurt
name somebody. Yeah,
yeah,
it pops up later in the movie because Julian does it to another kid, and the kid breaks his arm.
I'm glad that they show that because the kid looks so sad.
Exactly, and it's like that's fucked
little
up.
glasses. Oh my god, he's in a full fucking cast. It's very sad. But so yeah, and then he takes him to a bar, and that's when you get introduced to Mr. Hurley, who is
love Mr. Hurley.
This guy, Stacy and I quote him like every fucking day.
He had a big impact on our lives.
So he's also just another, you can tell like this is a bar that Sunny goes to a lot, and he probably runs into Mr. Hurley all the time. And they have like a funny back and forth, which is great because
where they like maybe have fought several times.
Yeah, and then he's like
physically.
He just said something like I used to come here all the time with my group of friends, but you know everyone's so busy, no one comes anymore. And then Mr. Hurley turns around and he goes, "So you're saying you think I'm not busy?" And then he's like, "Shut up or I'll break your hip." Yeah. Oh my god, yes.
And he's like, "You fight like a girl. You want to go?"
He's like, "You fight like a girl." He's so fucking funny.
And he like cackles with this like wild look in his eyes and his like fucked up teeth.
Yeah, and then he drinks a lot of soda. Yeah. Oh my god, I love it. And that's the part that Stacey was talking about, where Adam Sandler's wife in real life is the server in that scene, which is cute. Also, they go back home and it's nighttime, and Julian asks for a little nightlight, and it says live nudes. It's like a neon sign that says live nudes. Holy shit, do I need that fucking sign.
I would love for you to have that.
Oh my god. I would die for it. It's so sick.
I bet you can find one on the internet.
I'm sure I could, and I need it. Hello.
Rumi has entered the chat.
Yeah, she's leaning on me. She's the cutest little baby. The next morning they wake up, and that's what Stacey was talking about, where Julian wet the bed. And one of my favorite quotes from the whole movie is Adam Sandler sees it and he goes, "Oh my god, that's a shitload of piss." It's the way he says it. "That's a shitload of piss."
But he's like trying to be like, "No, it's fine, it's fine." And then he just lays down a bunch of newspaper and tells the kid to go back to bed.
It makes me fucking die. Also, I need to say, this is a great movie in the Sandler verse, where Adam Sandler is using his angry yelling voice so much.
Yes, which I do love.
And it's specifically, like, him yelling specifically makes me fucking cry laughing.
That's one of my favorite parts of Billy Madison, when he has the kid call and at the end he goes, "You blew it!" And I often say that to Rumi when she, like, fucks up on her walks and we have to go home.
You blew it! Literally, I love when he yells. It's
Can
the
someone
funniest.
get this kid a Happy Meal?
Hey, can someone get this kid a fucking Happy Meal?
It is amazing.
It's just so
It's
unhinged.
very Farley-esque.
It is.
So it makes sense that we'd love it.
You know what? I never thought about it like that, but that's exactly why I love it. And then the McDonald's breakfast. Okay, Stacey was just talking to me about McDonald's breakfast.
What was I saying?
You were just like, "Have you ever had the big McDonald's?"
The big breakfast, people.
And I haven't.
It's $5.50, I think. You get 3 pancakes, you get eggs, you get sausage, you get a biscuit, you get coffee.
You know what? Wait, can you switch it for an iced coffee?
Probably.
You and I, one morning, should literally get the McDonald's breakfast and then watch SpongeBob.
We should. I don't eat the eggs, TBH. They're kind of gross. But everything else is amazing.
I would eat them if I loaded them up with ketchup, which is how I eat eggs
Maybe
anyway.
a little salsa.
Ooh, that sounds good. But yeah, I brought up McDonald's breakfast because she and I were literally just talking about that like the other day.
And I do love Buscemi as his houseless friend. It's a very cute little relationship.
He's so cute. I love Buscemi. I honestly, like, the older I get, the more attracted to him I am.
He has the most beautiful blue eyes.
Like, I know people make fun of his eyes because they do bug out a little bit, but it's not unlike fucking Pete Davidson's eyes. Like, straight up, it's the same, except Pete Davidson has fucking brown eyes. That's the only
look
difference.
like they could be like father-son.
Yeah, low key.
For
and fun fact, which is interesting that you say that, Pete Davidson's dad in real life was a New York firefighter who died 9/11.
I know where you're going with this.
Steve Buscemi was also a firefighter. I think he was like a voluntary firefighter for New York.
This is before he was an actor, I think.
Yeah. For 9/11 as well.
Oh, wait, no, it would have been because he was an actor already.
Yeah. So it was during the time.
Wow.
I think it was before, but then when he volunteered during 9/11, it was after.
Yeah, and he like fished bodies out and probably saw some crazy shit.
Yeah. So it's just an interesting connection that they have, which is why for Adam Sandler's, or not Adam Sandler, God, for Pete's first like big movie that he starred in, I can't remember what it's called, but anyways, I think it's like the Staten Island movie, whatever it was, doesn't really matter. Point is, it's like really based on like his real life, and Buscemi's in it as a firefighter.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, so it's all like full circle. It's very cute. But
and I wonder if that's Jon Stewart did a ton of work for 9/11 firefighters, like because they kept trying to cut off their fucking health insurance.
What the fuck?
And for some reason, Jon Stewart had to be the one to be like, no, they were heroes and they breathed in all this toxic shit. Like they need health insurance.
That's insane.
Oh yeah, it was fucked up, and he had to he still had to fight for it. Like maybe like a few years ago.
Bruh, and that's what's so funny, because all the people that were probably like, yeah, let's cut off the health insurance, now they're like, those people are heroes. I'm like, were you saying that at the time when you were trying to cut off their fucking health insurance, you little fuck? Oh my god,
yeah, complete assholes.
I'm so angry. Okay,
you should be.
So Sonny's dad in the movie, you see him for the first time because like Sonny kind of like realizes like, hey, I kind of like this kid. I like where I'm going with this. I think this is like a good role for me. It's kind of giving me purpose. I think I'm going to keep him. I'm just going to pretend to be my homie, and yeah, I'm just going to adopt him. And
well, and if I could just interject.
Yeah, please do.
He is able to do this by simply calling the family services office and being like, hi, I'd like to keep the kid. And the social worker's like, sounds great. Good day.
Yeah, goodbye.
No verification.
So,
no nothing.
Hollywood baby. That would never fucking go down.
And was social services the one that just dropped him off on the doorstep?
No.
Oh, okay.
Who dropped him off at the doorstep was the mom was trying to get him to the building, but she didn't, and she paid someone else $5 to take him to the door.
Okay, but family services was aware that this kid existed.
Yeah.
And didn't have a place to go.
No.
And then, yeah, just over the phone is like, sure, sir. No ID check required. Don't need
oh,
to
you're the
see
natural father and you're verbally agreeing to that? Okay, bye.
Haven't inspected your place. Don't know who you are. But sure, you say you're the dad. Go right ahead. I was like, social services are very underfunded, but this is too far.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a fucking lot. Also, he played a role in Billy Mads as well.
Yes. He was the evil wrestler turned principal.
That's right. Natural progression, TBH. But yeah, so soon after that, Sonny was like, you know what? I'm going to call my dad who lives in fucking Florida, and I'm going to tell him what's up. And so he calls his dad, and you see his dad for the first time, who is fine as hell, by the way.
And he plays a really great portrayal of a trial lawyer.
Yeah.
Like, he's good.
Yeah, you could tell. He's powerful. He's powerful.
Conversational.
Yep. And very angry.
Bringing the passion.
He's very sexy. I honestly, the minute he came on, I was like, why have I never been attracted to him before? And I didn't like what he was saying to Sonny. It was mean, but the way he was saying it was...
I was like, maybe your kid's a little antisocial because you're super fucking rude.
Totally. He reminds me of like a lot of like old mobster dudes. That's probably why I'm attracted to him. Yeah, I'm like, oh my god. But anyway, also soon after that, Sonny has a conversation with Julian, and he's just like, listen, I know like we're still figuring out the dad stuff, but dads aren't even that great anyways. So like, do you even like your fucking name? Let's pick a name. And I'm like, holy shit, more people should be able to pick their own fucking names.
Yeah.
Like
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
So
I'm like, yeah. He is the cutest little baby.
So cute.
Grady reminds me of like when my smallest brother was,
Oh yeah.
So similar to him.
And I also love when Adam Sandler's going on about the rant of how much dads suck. He like finds a goth in the park. And he's like, yeah, you think this guy likes his father? And he's like, hey, buddy, it's okay. You can forgive your father. And the guy's like, what? No, I don't care. And then as he's walking away, he's like, I hate my dad.
He's like, you're right. I hate my father.
So funny.
It is so
it's
amazing.
One of the best scenes.
Honestly, I was like, is that Jordan?
Oh my god.
It looks just like him. It's hilarious.
And I do love right before this scene, like the kid finally goes to sleep, and Adam Sandler goes. I wrote this down.
Oh yeah.
Having a kid is great as long as his eyes are closed and he's not moving or speaking.
And you know what?
You know, if you ever watch a really rambunctious little kid, you feel that.
Honestly.
Like, they're so cute when they're asleep.
Yeah, they're so adorable when they're not moving or speaking. Holy smokes. That is a really funny line. And you know what? I never noticed he said that until this time around either. I was like, oh my god, yeah.
And like now we're in the halfway part of the movie. This is where you're introduced to the love interest, which I was like, this is very late.
Totally. Like she shows up at the beginning.
Yeah, she's like there for a second, like comforting her sister after her sister was mad about the party, and then you don't see her for like a half an hour.
Yeah.
More. Like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then she pops back up and she's a love interest because Adam Sandler broke up with his old girlfriend. So now, of course, he needs a new love interest because this is the 90s.
Totally. And that's
all
all that's
important. Progress without a woman.
Hey, you can't make it just about this son that he just adopted out of
nowhere.
nowhere.
He's got to be pursuing a babe.
At the same damn time. And again, she's so cute. She's so cute. In fact, when I was a kid, I had a crush on her.
Oh.
For sure. But yeah, it's just very one-dimensional. Mm-hmm. And her responses aren't even like clever or funny. She's just very much like, we'll see. And I'm like, what do you mean we'll see? Mm-hmm. Like that would if I was him, that would infuriate me. I'd be like, she's not interested in me.
Right, I'd be like, I'm harassing this woman.
Yeah.
She clearly isn't interested.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave her the fuck alone.
Oh no, but then he has Julian amp it up and be like, I'm gonna get a sister's daughter if you don't date my dad.
Which
is
Jesus
Christ.
You say it shows how fucked up it is.
Like it's crazy. And she's like,
oh my god.
And like she just goes with it.
She's like, you're so cheap. And like I said, 2 seconds later, they're fucking singing Bee Gees in his living room.
She's like, I love you. Basically.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
The part that makes me cry though, I think it was before she pops in. This is the first crybaby moment.
Okay. Crybaby moment number 1.
There's a montage where he's basically letting Frankenstein go buck wild, doing whatever he wants, which is like, why am I crying? It's the part where they're playing baseball and he has all the protective gear on him. Julian or Frankenstein has like all the protective gear on him. And he's like, you're the next Willie Randall. Remember that. And it's like the song plus him being so supportive literally makes me like bawl. Aww. It's so sweet. And like you said, it ends in a flash. Like it ends in a split second.
They don't linger there.
It always makes me cry. Every time.
That's cute.
And then I said, wow, the bit to pick up women, gross. Then when they're hanging out in the living room and like I said, they're singing Bee Gees, they also talk about Styx, which my dad and I went to see a Styx concert a few years back.
Wow.
It was so fun. And somehow I still don't remember how. I think my dad like knew someone on the inside or he like knows the drummer or like some shit like that. We met Tommy Shaw, who he literally brings up in the movie. Oh, wow. Who's the lead singer.
Nice.
And Tommy Shaw complimented my eyes, you guys.
Wow.
And I complimented his hair. I was like, your hair is curly and gorgeous. What's your secret? And he was like, dry shampoo.
Hey, there you go.
Wow. I love
celebrities. They're just like us.
Yeah, am I right? But yeah, so little fun fact. Love that Mr. Roboto looking ass. Anyways.
Wait, what?
Mr. Roboto, that's one of their songs.
Oh.
All right. You're like
I thought you meant he looked like a robot. And I was like, wait.
He's a beautiful he's a beautiful short. He kind of looks like David Spade.
Oh.
He looks, handsome Squidward.
Yeah.
He looks like, not that David Spade isn't hot, because David Spade is super hot, but like he looks like the handsome short, David Spade.
With David Spade hair.
Yes.
But it's curly.
Hardcore, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'll show you a picture.
Okay.
I screenshotted it.
I've got quite the image in my mind.
You're like, who the fuck? You're going to understand exactly what I'm saying when I show you.
How exciting.
I also love the term hibbity dibbity.
Doing the hibbity dibbity.
He's like, oh, she called it doing laundry? Because back where I'm from, we call it doing the hibbity dibbity. Yes, I need to use that.
And that's the iconic throwing cans on the floor so you get a discount scene.
Holy shit. I need to do that.
I'm always like, is that true?
Yeah, I wonder if it is true. I bet if you went up to somebody and you like said like, this is blah blah blah.
Well, maybe.
Actually, I don't know. Would it even be worth it? Cans like that are literally like $1. So
yeah, and if you get a really, really gnarly dent, you do run the risk of botulism, people, which is nothing to fuck with.
No,
it'll kill you.
It'll look like a bloody accident.
Oh that's a quote from Cat in the Hat, which we'll have to cover.
We will have to cover that movie at some point in the horrifying future.
Maybe Mike Myers month.
Yes, Mike Myers month. Oh my god, that'd be so much fun. Austin Powers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We have to do like a full month of Austin Powers and then Cat in the Hat maybe. Anyway, I also love, so he finally takes Layla on a fucking date and they go to this they go to Little Italy, so they go to this like little Italian restaurant, and he's just like, I love this place, and he's like, you gotta love a place that where the fatter you are, the cooler you are. And I was like, hell yeah.
And there's like this gorgeous woman feeding this larger man like a cannoli or something, and he's like
yeah, but my favorite part is like at the end of their date, it like zooms out and it shows the large Italian dude with the hot girl. Actually, it's a different girl. It's not even the same one. And they are Lady and the Tramping a giant Italian sausage.
That's what it is. Yeah, so good.
So hot. That's like my dream date, honestly.
And then what makes him, I'm trying to remember, what makes him make the turn to like decide to be like a good dad to Julian?
So what, and it's actually a cute scene.
Is it just the teacher being like...
It's just the teacher.
Yeah, she's like, he can't read and he's the smelly kid in class. And he's like, he's the smelly kid in class?
And his hygiene is becoming a bit of concern.
Goes, oh, I've had some smelly ones. He is by far the smelliest.
He's like, okay, lady, take it easy. And then he's like, how did I let him be the fucking smelly kid in class? And I honestly think it was just him being the smelly kid in class that like freaked him the fuck out. Which
and his face is so like, he's like genuinely like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like, oh God.
He's like, fuck.
Like, he's ashamed of what he's done.
And luckily... He's taking accountability. He like knows. He's like, okay, I've been fucking up. I need to change this
which
shit.
I think is really sweet because it's like he does realize that what he's been teaching Julian is like not great.
Yeah, and he like really cares. And I love like it's such a giant development in the movie. That's why I'm so mad that all these critics, specifically our mans, fucking hate it. And he's just like menace to society. I'm like, did you watch the last half of the movie?
Did you even see when he decided to become a better dad?
And like people can fucking change and grow.
Yeah,
you should know that, Ebert. Okay,
if that is your real name.
It's like I can't even trust you anymore, dog. Anyway. And that's why I said I'm flipping off his fucking statue when I go see it. Even though I love him, we have a love-hate relationship going on, and that will never change.
I do feel like you take his bad reviews very personally.
I do. I get mad, especially like Big Fucking Daddy 1.5 star. Fuck yourself.
I'm really interested to see if he gave all the Sandler movies bad reviews. Like I can't wait.
That's true.
I don't remember what he gave Billy Madison TBH. Let me see. Actually,
why don't we take a look?
While you, because I don't have that many notes after this.
Okay. I don't either, but okay, the next note I wrote was that fat phobia and slut shaming rear its ugly head every fucking 2 seconds, but specifically fat shaming.
Oh yeah, he's like weirdly concerned with his weight throughout the whole movie. Like at the beginning he's making all these comments about like, I gotta lose weight, I'm too big, and it's like, what?
And not just him, but Leslie Mann says multiple comments of like, yeah, you can eat whatever you want in the fridge, fatty. And like just it's brought up like, or like, and I've gained a couple pounds, and it's like, yeah, but you're still like, blah, 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 and like, I have a better body than him, right? And it's just because he's a bigger dude. Like, it's just, it's every 5 minutes. It's like Whiplash, which, again, like, yeah, it's the 90s. It's used to it, but it's something good, I think, for people of a straight size to realize, like, fat people have to like listen to this shit over and over and over and over again their whole lives.
Yeah, I'd be like, it's funny, and it's like, why?
Yeah, and it's especially doing blockbuster wise, it's like every fucking movie. Yeah. Every single one.
The 90s and early 2000s, they were so hostile towards fat people, women, minorities, basically everybody.
Totally. And so yeah, just wanted to bring that up because I think it is important. It's something to be mindful about. And if your friends who are fat are fucking mad about shit, like people talking shit about fat people or whatever the fuck, and you're kind of thinking to yourself, okay, but yet like it's normalized, it's like it shouldn't be, and like it is something to be angry about. So I just wanted to bring that up. Yeah, and it's also just like not true, and it's like gross, and it's like not funny, and it's not clever. It's just, it's whack.
So going back to Ebert, the reason I don't remember is because he didn't write it. He didn't write Billy Madison.
Oh, interesting.
The first one he rated was Happy Gilmore.
Was it too early?
No, because Happy Gilmore was 96.
What about Billy Mads?
So he rated Happy Gilmore, The Wedding Singer, The Waterboy, Big Daddy, Little Nicky, Mr. Deeds, Punch Drunk Love, 8 Crazy Nights.
But Billy Mads was before all those.
Yeah.
What was it, like 94 or 95?
Oh, was it that early? Okay, then yeah, I guess maybe he wasn't on his radar then.
Yeah. But still, I feel like he would hate Billy Madison.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil the ratings for the other ones, but
okay. But he did rate them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
And they're shockingly, Little Nicky got 2.5 stars. We're not going to cover it in the Final Four, but I just want that to be said right here, right now.
I am a giant Little Nicky fan, and I want a shirt of Little Nicky hardcore because during Sandler Madness, I realized how fucking much, like, how hard I rode for this movie. And I was like, I know it's not going to win. No one likes it. But actually, more people voted for Little Nicky than I thought.
Yeah, I thought Little Nicky won some rounds. I didn't think it would.
Made it to the top 8.
Yeah, and so I'm really surprised that he said that Ebert said that Little Nicky is the best Sandler movie to date.
Okay, Ebert, you gained some points, although I'm still mad at you for Big Daddy. I'll cut you. I'm so confused.
I know. I'm like, what? Little Nicky is like one of the higher rated Ebert Sandler films.
I am confused by that because it seemed like this movie, I don't know. That's odd.
Yeah.
That is so odd.
He did really like Punch Drunk Love, 3.5 stars.
Which is a serious movie. So
yeah, but the other one's pretty low. Pretty low.
Well, that
you don't mess with the Zohan got 3 stars.
What?
So it did better than Little Nicky.
That is such trash.
Y'all, just cruise the Ebert review page for Sandler movies. It's a trip.
This is what Ebert and I have beef. And I win because...
Because are you going to say because you're alive? Oh, no. I knew it.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Maniacal little smile. I win.
I got myself before I could say it. Okay, everyone was thinking
to
it.
Ebert or his family.
Nobody's listening.
We're howling into the void. Let's be real.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you guys are all we care about.
You won't tell,
what I mean?
right?
What'd you say?
I said you won't tell, right? Audience, you ain't no snitch.
You know what?
Don't tag it.
I was gonna say I don't give a fuck, but like obviously we bring them up every episode. So okay, let's move on. I said I also need a Hooters t-shirt so bad.
Yeah.
We should.
There's a Hooters casino in this very town that we're living in.
You love wings, right?
Yeah, I do.
And so do I. Why don't we ever go?
Hooters.
We've never gone there together.
Like you're like genuinely pissed.
Okay, why does this reviewing this movie is making me so mad? I don't know why. I've been fucking Arthur fisting it this entire
feel the intensity.
Why
haven't we gone to Hooters? Explain yourself.
I'm not yelling at you, I promise. I'm just saying, why haven't we thought of doing that together? It's like it makes sense that we would go there because we both love wings and we love beautiful women. Like it doesn't.
We love barn owls.
I feel like the more and more that I'm talking about it, the angrier I'm getting. So let's just move on. Okay. Hot wings sounds so good right now. Okay. Anyway.
I wrote the pigeon scene is alarming.
Where he's like, go run with the pigeons?
No, Julian slingshots to death a bunch of pigeons.
Okay, might I say...
I was like, this is some antisocial behavior.
I experienced that as a child, if you remember.
I do remember. We both had our dead pigeons experience.
Oh, you had one too? On the pod? Yes, we have. Yeah. We talked about it early on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we both have dead pigeons experiences. Go back through past episodes to learn more.
Yeah, it literally might have been on like one of the earliest episodes, so feel free to look back and reminisce. But we've both been horrified by lots of dead pigeons. And you know what? That probably is why I fucking love pigeons now. Yeah. Love them.
You want to save them from the bad fate.
I wish I could have. R.I.P. All right. So pretty soon is when the jig is fucking up. And social services is like, your name is Sonny Kovacs. You're not this fucking guy at all. We need to literally take Julian because you've literally kidnapped him.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
You are a stranger to this child.
Which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But the scene where they fucking bring him out of the house kills every fucking cell in my body.
It is so sad to think about, like, how often that happens in real life.
I know.
Or, like, I think about kids separated at the border.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't need to happen, and it's so sad.
I thought about a lot of people that I literally know in real life that have gotten separated from their parents due to whatever reasons, and it's horrifying. And, like, Julian was 5. Like, that's so fucking sad, dude.
Age. And it's so sad when he tries to start bargaining with Sonny because he thinks it's something bad he did. And that's something that people need to understand. Like, kids cannot, like, conceptualize society at large. So they usually think it's their fault and that they've done something bad.
Right. And that's why Sonny was saying, like, even from the like, early on in the conversation, he's like, do not think it's your fault. Do not blame yourself. This is my fuck up. It's not yours. And Julian still was trying to bargain. He was just like, but wait, I won't play the kangaroo song anymore. I don't even like that song anymore. And I'm like,
oh, so bad.
I'm like literally bawling in my office watching this.
But then he goes, I wipe my own ass.
I wipe my own ass. I wipe my own ass. And he's like, I know. And he's like starting to cry. And I'm just like, I can't.
I can't believe they gave him a Razzie for this. I think he's really good.
He's beautiful in this fucking movie. And it kills me that Ebert gave it 1.5 star. For what? Why? Am I looking insane right now?
A little bit.
It makes me angry.
We're also at an hour and 10 minutes.
Whoop, yeah. Okay, let's move it. Let's move or lose it, sister.
It's all good. But yeah, the parting scene is so sad.
Yeah.
And then it pretty quickly gets to a courtroom scene, which is pretty long. It's kind of like the big climax of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on this scene. I'll just try to zip through them.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Stacy take the floor because if you guys don't know, she is a lawyer and she knows her fucking shit. So please.
Here's the thing though, I don't do family law, so I don't actually know a lot about this particular area of law. But I do question that anybody, any stranger, could file a petition to get custody of a child.
Right.
But Adam Sandler does, and it gets a hearing. It gets like a full trial. And this man rolls up with 5 lawyers in total. I was like, that's hilarious. But let me just break this down for a second. It's a really dumb idea, which he should know from going to law school, because you can't have lawyers as witnesses. There's an ethical rule that says that if you think you are going to be a witness in a case, you should not be the lawyer in this case. And in this particular scenario, Sonny Koufax had to try to prove that he'd be a good dad. So who should he be calling? He should be calling the gay lawyers. He should be calling his girly friend. He should be calling Johnson. Like, he should be calling all these people, but he made them his lawyer, which means they can't do it.
Right.
And I was like, you done fucked yourself, kid.
Yep.
Because so then he's forced to call Steve Buscemi and the guy from the bar, and like, that's it?
Yeah.
Which looks terrible to a judge to be like, oh, cool.
So people that
These
don't
people
really
who
know
barely
you
know you
yeah.
think that maybe you'd be an okay dad.
Yeah.
There's also some light witness tampering when Steve Buscemi is testifying and Adam Sandler like waves a fucking McDonald's bag under the table and he's and then Steve Buscemi, in trying to be helpful, has one of the best lines ever.
He does.
He goes,
I know what you're talking
if OJ can get away with murder, why can't Sonny have a kid?
It's like,
And then he points at like one of the only black dudes in the audience and goes, he knows what I'm talking about.
And the guy's just like looking around
what?
like
around him like, you're not gonna make.
Who also is famous in Me and Stacy's world. Let me tell you what.
Because he only does one line, and it is the deepest, most like hearty laugh you've ever heard. Like, he sounds like Bowser.
It's a legit Bowser chuckle.
Yeah,
and
like,
it is
why does he sound like that?
Like, it's amazing. I love him. So
Another
much.
thing that I was concerned about is they start questioning Julian, who's wearing like his little magic sunglasses, and I was like, this shouldn't be happening. No. And then they bring up his mom, and I realized, has anyone told this kid that his mom is dead?
No.
Horrible.
Horrifying.
I'm like, he doesn't know.
No.
Yeah, very bad.
No, it's very fucking sad. Like, the whole thing is just bad and not good.
But it's also like, that's very indicative of the 90s. Like, I feel like movies now would be like, what's going on with the kid? But 90s is just like, it's all Adam Sandler.
Yep.
The women and children are really secondary.
Yep. And they're cute, but let's move on. Let's just make it more about jokes and lol.
But then he does call his dad to be his lawyer, which again, I don't think you could do.
He already has like 17.
You're right.
And the dude is like in the audience.
Exactly. And then I was cracking up when he tells his dad that his financial plan is that Layla is going to be a sugar mama. I'm like, you've been on like one date.
Yeah,
bro.
you literally have
This
been
is a
on
very shaky plan. One date. Like, so I just wrote, in summary, the judge is very right that there's no way that Sonny would get custody.
Yeah.
Period.
I'm glad that
And
they
you are
did it
supposed
that
to
way.
be like sad, but it's like at the same time, like he kidnapped the kid. His financial plan is to have Layla be a sugar mama who he's dated like once. The only witnesses he called were like people who barely knew him.
Yep.
Like, it's not happening.
No. And I'm really glad that they came to that conclusion, because I feel like a lot of movies from that era, / just Hollywood in general, is like the judge would get emotional and be like, you're right.
Yeah,
he does deserve the kid.
And the judge is like, hell no, are you crazy?
Yeah, the judge is like, yeah, well, with all that bullshit aside,
you
what
should
the
be
fuck?
arrested.
Yeah, you're lucky you're not fucking arrested, actually.
Well, they kind of do go to arrest him, but then Jon Stewart comes out of nowhere and he's like, I'm the father and I'm not pressing charges.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just like fully admits to knowing that this was his love child, which is kind of alarming because at the beginning you do feel like, oh, he doesn't remember.
Well, he didn't remember.
Okay.
The only reason why it started making sense to him in the courtroom was because he was just like, at the beginning, Sonny calls him while he's like in the airport, and he's just like, well, where is he from? Like, I don't think and then Sonny's like, where are you from, kid? And then Julian says Buffalo. And Jon Stewart is like, yeah, I've never even been to Buffalo, so I don't know what he's talking about. In the courtroom, Layla's like, so where are you from originally? And Julian says, Toronto. And then she's like, I thought you were from Buffalo. And he said, I moved to Buffalo with my mommy. And then as soon as he said that, Jon Stewart was like, wait a fucking second. In the courtroom, he like realized.
Okay, because I thought he showed up to courtroom late.
He did show up late, but he was still sitting with
you heard that
them
part.
a little bit later, but not, you know.
Okay.
He wasn't there for very long.
Okay. Well, then he's like, I admit it, that's my kid, and he gets custody, and
yeah.
That's cute.
And it is cute because they still end up a literal family unit.
Yeah.
Like, Julian's mom ends up being Corinne, and she's related to Layla.
Mm-hmm.
Layla and Adam Sandler are married and have a
baby.
kid. So, you know, it ends up being really cute.
So they'd be cousins.
Yeah. Which is so sweet.
And Uncle Sonny.
It's just a beautiful ending to a movie, and it makes sense. Like, it actually is like semi-logical.
Right, yeah, because it's like there's no way he could be able to keep the kid.
No. And I'm glad that they didn't go that route, because I think it actually makes fucking sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that it's not what you ultimately want. It kind of reminds me of, if you guys have ever seen Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes.
You really want him and Sally Field to get back together, not to spoil anything, but then at the end they don't, but you're happy about it because you're like, okay, they just have a better relationship now as like co-parents. But anyway, it's just cool to want one certain thing and have it not go your way, but it's better than it would have been.
Cool with it.
Yeah, it's like a better outcome than you would have imagined. So, yay.
Yeah, that's all I had.
Samesies.
I'm excited for trivia.
Here we go.
Hell yeah.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 1. You already know this. What restaurant did Leslie Mann work at?
Hooters.
Bam. What did Julian interrupt Sonny's hockey game for?
To watch the Kangaroo song.
That's right. Where does Sonny work?
At a toll booth.
What does Sonny give Julian that makes him invisible?
Magic sunglasses.
And what did Julian change his name to?
Frankenstein.
Period. Bam, 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 bam,
I
bam.
think we talked about all of
100%.
those.
As always.
A little study guide.
Yay.
Okay, and I found a BuzzFeed quiz that is 8 questions.
Fuck yeah.
Answer 8 questions, and we'll tell you which Big Daddy character you are.
Oh my god, I'm
Okay.
excited.
Choose something for breakfast. Cereal, pancakes, French toast sticks, scrambled eggs, or a donut.
Cereal. Now that we're talking about it, it's on my mind. Yeah.
Choose something for lunch. Baked macaroni and cheese, hot dog and chips, salad, chicken fingers, and boneless wings.
Oh. Boneless wings.
That was all sounds
With ranch.
from Hooters.
From Hooters,
Choose something
baby.
for dinner. Goulash, pizza, steak and potatoes, tacos, meatloaf.
Ooh. I love a good steak and potato, but I think I'm going to go with tacos, actually. That sounds really good.
Tacos, okay. Choose a job. Lawyer, realtor, pro athlete, business owner, TV producer.
TV producer.
Cool. Choose a color of the rainbow.
Aw.
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, or white. Wait, no, that's not a choice. So just red, orange, yellow, green, or blue.
Green.
Choose a mover genre. Horror, action, comedy, romance, romantic comedy.
That's hard. I'd say romantic comedy.
I feel like most romances are romantic comedies. Not
I
all,
agree.
guess.
Yeah.
Choose a sport. Hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, or I don't like sports.
Sorry. It was basketball, lacrosse.
Hockey, soccer, or I don't like sports.
I think I have to choose basketball because
We're choosing
I'm in the basketball mindset right now.
That's right. Choose a restaurant. IHOP, Applebee's, Outback, Panera, or On the Border.
Have I ever been on the border?
I have.
Anyway, you have?
I have not.
Okay. Honestly, Applebee's slaps every fucking time.
Yes.
Every single goddamn time.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no. Did I get the fucking social services guy?
No. I just realized.
What? What?
That the quiz we're taking is which baby daddy character are you? And you got Tucker Dobbs.
Wait, what? What is that?
I don't even know.
Oh shit.
I'm so
Tucker
sorry,
Dobbs,
everybody.
baby.
That's so funny. I totally read it wrong.
That's weird because all those questions did seem like very Big
Right?
Daddy-esque.
Okay, I did find a real Big Daddy one. I
Okay,
think.
here we go.
It's 10 questions.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that. I got the answer and I was like, what?
No, it's like it was Tucker Dobbs.
Okay. At what age did you start being independent? 18, 21, 27, 35.
What do we mean by independent? Because I'm gonna say 35.
Okay, love it.
In the future, I'll be 100% independent. I'm not right now.
How old were you when you started drinking? 15, 18, 12, 21.
I'd say like 15. My parents were very lax about me drinking because Canadians, yeah.
Chill. How old were you when you shared your first kiss? 12, 10, 15, 16.
Okay, are we talking about making out?
It just says shared your first kiss.
Well,
It sounds like, given these ages, maybe making out.
okay, the first makeout I ever had, I was 15. Is that an option?
That's an option.
Okay.
What was your favorite hobby growing up? Playing soccer, sewing, singing, or writing?
Singing.
Deaf.
Yeah.
I was like, if you choose a different one. What used to be your favorite candy growing up? Twix, Snickers, Mars, Milky Way.
Mars and Milky Way, but
Interesting.
I'd say Mars.
Who did you like playing with growing up? Your brother, your best friend, the kids in the neighborhood? Nobody.
The kids in the neighborhood, I had a little gang of
Little
dudes that I hung
squad.
out with.
How old were you when you stopped playing with dolls? 10, 12, 14, 9.
I was pretty young. I would say 9.
Okay, you were like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, probably younger than that, but that's the youngest that they have.
How old were you when you stopped playing with toy cars?
I don't think I ever really started.
True. We weren't.
It was never really
as
my
little
thing.
Girl children. We weren't really given cars that much.
I was more like a Lego type of bitch.
I'll say 9.
Yeah, sure. The youngest
Mhm.
age that they have.
Who did you share your room with growing up? Your brother, your cousin, your sisters, or no one?
No one. I was super lucky.
Being the
I was the only
lady.
girl. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. What type of school did you go to as a child? Boarding school, Catholic school, private school, public school?
Well, I went to public school, but I did Catholic classes, so I'll say public school.
All right. You got Corinne Mallory. You are known as an easygoing person, but deep inside you are a very evil and tricky person.
God damn, what? How is she evil, P.S.?
Wow, somebody hates this character. People can sense who you are even if you've only met 5 minutes ago. On the other hand, men have always treated you right because not only do you know what you want in life, but you also know how to treat others with respect and loyalty. This is all over the place.
Okay, the end is... Okay. All of this is incorrect except for the 2 compliments that you give me at the end. Because men don't treat anybody right for the most part.
Deep inside, you are a very evil and tricky person.
Bro, in what
weird...
fucking...
Okay.
Lol, that's someone that just hates women.
This is proprofs.com.
Okay.
Or whatever that's worth.
I can't wait to see what your answers are going to be.
Oh my god. Okay.
Here we go. Thank you, my wife. Here we go. Start. Okay. What age did you start being independent? 18, 21, 27, 35.
21.
Okay. How old were you when you started drinking? 15, 18, 12, 21.
18.
How old were you when you shared your first kiss? 12, 10, 15, 16.
I was 13.
So 12?
Yeah, that's pretty
okay.
close.
What was your favorite hobby growing up? Playing soccer, sewing, singing, or writing?
Mostly writing.
Yeah. She also played soccer.
But I didn't really like it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have liked it either. That's why I was
did it because my parents were like, you should do a sport. And I was like,
What used to be your favorite candy growing up? Twix, Snickers, Mars, or Milky Way?
Milky Way.
I also love Milky Way so much.
They're so good.
Who did you like playing with growing up? Your brother, your best friend, the kids in the neighborhood, or nobody?
I'm torn between best friend and kids in the neighborhood because I feel like I hung out with a lot of them. I'll choose best friend.
Okay. How old were you when you stopped playing with dolls? 10, 12, 14, or 9?
I'd say 12 because I did have a Legolas action figure that I really fucked with.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
School,
that's hella sick. How old were you when you stopped playing with toy cars? 9, 10, 11. Oh, yeah.
Let's go with 9. Yeah, I didn't have toy cars or anything.
Okay.
I did have remote control cars, but that would have been grown out by the age of 9, I'd say.
True. Who did you share your room with growing up? Your brother, your sisters, your cousin? No one.
I briefly shared a room with my sister, and it was a disaster.
Yeah, I briefly shared with Baron as well, and we're just like, this isn't going to work.
This ain't good.
Yeah. So do you want to say no one?
I'll say sister.
Okay. What type of school did you go to as a child?
Public school.
Public school, baby. You also got Corinne.
Oh my god, we're very evil.
We're evil. But also, we know how to treat others with respect and loyalty.
Yeah, I'm like, who wrote this?
Someone who doesn't know anything about
That's
life.
Right. Ugh.
Well,
yep, just leave that there.
There you have it, folks. Hope you enjoyed the first rendition of Sandler Madness. Yeah.
And by the next episode, we'll know the next episode will be a re-release of Billy Madison, so we might not have anything else.
That's true.
Oh, wow.
We'll probably do a little intro for that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But yeah, so we'll see you guys next week. Have fun revisiting Billy Madison if you have heard it already, and if you haven't,
here's your chance.
Yeah, here you go. I mean, it's just the gift that keeps on giving.
That's right.
But we love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all your participation, by the way. None of this would have been possible without you.
So true.
And we just love you so much to bits, and hell yes.
Hell yeah. We love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you to our producer Brent for his editing skills and to Grady for our delightful theme song.
If you have questions for us or would like to advertise with us, please email us at blockbusterwives@gmail.com.
And as always, please rate, subscribe, and tell all your friends about us.
We love you.